today we are going to be taking the kayak out for the first time this year, and I am super excited because I actually finally got a trailer for it. So we're going to be utilizing this a lot more this year. It's also going to be the first time that I'm rigging up my LiveScope on my kayak. So I'm super excited. Hopefully we can find some fish and get on them. All right, guys, check it out. This is the mount I'm running. Got the HD ball mount, the 6-inch extension with a Ram T-Track mount. Then I've got my HD shuttle. All right, let's get the LiveScope drop down. Feels so good to be turning on the LiveScope for the first time this year, or for the first time in some open water. The other huge upgrade just for kayak fishing that I just made is this new paddle. This new paddle is sweet. So much lighter than my other one. I had just like a super basic, beginner friendly one, but yeah, this new one is super slick. Man, that is sick. Aim is super high. Man, that is so cool. Literally right away seeing fish. Oh wow, look at all those fish over to the right of me. Wonder if those are crappie. Real shallow water. What do I want to throw first? I think I'm gonna start with a chatterbait. So basically, just scanning around, so I see some fish straight ahead, and they're only about 40 feet away, so I definitely casted it a little bit too far, but let's see if we can find my chatterbait. So there's my chatterbait right in front of me, hopping. There's a fish coming up to it actually. Big fish right over here to the left. Bad cast. This is gonna take some getting used to for sure, but this is super sick. I'll do my lipless crankbait actually. They don't seem too interested in that. This is what I want. Jeez. Bunch of shad right there, and there's fish picking off the shad underneath them. I'm like right above them. Sink down to them. Fish like right over here. Might be crappie, but fish on mine. Come on, eat it. So far this has been awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. Got a lot of learning to do, and I'm really excited about that. I can't really tell what's a bass, what's not, but eventually I feel like I'll be able to figure out the size of each fish. Oh my gosh, looks like there's big ones underneath me, but I can't tell if they're actually big or not. Definitely been casting at some fish. There's no shortage of fish around, that's for sure. Well, this has been awesome so far. I seriously can't stress enough how fun this has been. It's always nice getting out on the water, especially when you're used to shore fishing. So if you're kind of on the fence of whether or not you should get a kayak, I would highly recommend you get one. definitely don't need all the electronics and all the fancy stuff. Like, you could go back and see some of my first kayak fishing videos. I barely had any electronics. And I didn't have any electronics. What am I talking about? I had no electronics, and I learned how to fish that way. And I'd recommend that you do the same. But now I'm just looking forward to getting really, really good at fishing with this. And hopefully it'll help me get a lot more fish in the kayak. Oh, just lost one. Man, what a beautiful night. Alright, so right now I'm just working on basically like following my bait in with the LiveScope. I'm gonna basically just be focusing on getting better with this LiveScope today. Watching it, there's definitely a few fish down there. There's not like a ton. Thought there was gonna be a little bit more. But I think there's actually a couple smallmouth just hanging out on the bottom. Just lost one. I've seen a couple like chase it along the bottom, like real close to shore. Yeah. But there's not a whole lot. I had one hit. There we go. Nice fish. Nice fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Holy smokes. I'm in like not good position at all for this. Oh gosh. It was just dogging me. What do I have? Oh, no, it just got off. Dang it. Oh, that was a giant fish. Man, I wish I knew what that was. Holy smokes. I literally threaded the needle perfectly on that cast. Got it right where I wanted it. Fishing super slow. I wasn't really even looking at my LiveScope, honestly. I was just kind of, I mean, I knew there were some fish under there, but it was just one of those things. Like, I just was slow rolling it along the bottom, and I just felt them thunk it. I thought I hit the bottom, set the hook anyway, and it's a good thing I did, because that was a giant fish. Got to fight him for a while, and then he wrapped me around a dock, and I kept feeling his head shakes, and he must have just gotten enough pressure to unpin himself. But man, my adrenaline was pumping. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, that's the bottom this time. Dang it. Nonetheless, that was a cool fight. Fish got the best of me though. I'm assuming that was a really big bass, but I guess it could have been like a northern pike or something. Maybe a muskie. This breeze, I feel like this little underspin might do really good actually. Even though I literally just got bit on that one jig head. I've honestly been watching my screen for the past like hour and a half to 2 hours, just getting better at figuring out the LiveScope and tracking my bait, and yeah, I just kind of decided to cast around like without looking at the screen for a while, and felt really kind of nice, actually. It's going to be the one downfall with the LiveScope is I'm going to be inclined to spend a lot more time looking at the screen, and for good reason. I'm going to learn a ton by doing that, but at the same time, I always want to keep in mind that when I'm out fishing, I'm here to connect with nature, not to necessarily be on my screen all day. Nonetheless, I love to catch fish, and I'm going to do everything I can to get better at it. And I know this tool is going to make me much, much, much better at it, so pumped. But it is kind of crazy. I've spent probably about 6 hours in the, a little over 4 or 5 hours in the kayak so far, and still haven't caught one yet this year. But that was about to be a giant fish. That would have been one hell of a first fish of the year out of the kayak, but win some, you lose some. Well, it's noon. Missed 2, maybe 3. Tough day, but learning a ton. Let's go. Oh my gosh, please stay on. Please stay on. Please stay on. Thank goodness. We finally got the first fish of the season. Man, in the kayak, that is. But my gosh, was it a long time coming. Been focusing on, getting everything kind of situated and dialed in. Trying to get good with the LiveScope and trying to find basically my bait on the LiveScope. And it's been a lot more challenging than I thought it'd be. Granted, both days I've come out here, it's been windy, so that definitely doesn't help. But nonetheless, it's been cool. I've seen a couple follow my bait in and stuff, so I'm definitely getting the hang of it, but just haven't been able to catch one until just now. But I was blind casting, so technically I wasn't using the LiveScope to catch this little fella, but we'll take it. Sweet. Back he goes. Oh man, that feels good. Yeah, it took me like 7 hours to catch my first fish, which usually doesn't take that long, but like I said, I'm trying to learn with this LiveScope, and you'd think that, you put on a LiveScope, you're going to catch fish way quicker, and you'll end up catching more fish, but that's not always how it works. And if you go fishing with a LiveScope, it just doesn't guarantee bites. It doesn't guarantee you capitalizing on the bites. And at the end of the day, you just got to get good with it. It's a tool, and I'm new, so I'm going to kind of give it a little bit longer, keep practicing, and we'll probably call it. But I just wanted to get back out here and catch the first fish of the season. I was not about to settle on the last outing. Even we came out for a couple hours, but still, it's always cool when you can at least catch one. But like I said, learning a new tool doesn't make it as easy. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Can't wait to utilize this more. Like I said, I've got a trailer for this thing now, so I'll be able to take it to way more lakes. So if you guys have any recommendations, or if you guys want to see me fish any lakes in particular, let me know. I do plan on doing some musky fishing this spring and summer out of here, and definitely a lot of bass fishing. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Super excited for what this season has in store. Feels good to have caught the first fish out of the kayak officially of 2026. Let's go. Still can't believe that big one that I lost over there too. That would have been one hell of a fish. I'm gonna be having nightmares about that one. That is for sure.